Hello ladies and gentlemen, we now welcome our headliner for the evening, EpicPink 29, presenting his series, Epic Talk. Thank you. How you guys doing tonight? Having fun? Yeah, I'm having fun. I've been eating a lot of cheese. You ever eat cheese? Cheese is delicious. Yeah, I mean, you ever say cheese when someone's taking your picture? Yeah, what's the deal with that? Howdy doodly.
Hello random person, Sab Nino here. Welcome to the 60th episode of Sab Talk. The question of this week is, what's your favorite video game? Comment below. And last week's question was, what cartoon should get the SpongeBob theme song treatment? AmazeGame says, I say Steven Universe should get the intro remake treatment, especially the first one. MPAC says, I think you should reanimate the Middlemost Post theme. SpongeBob Master says, you should remake Phineas and Ferb opening. For news this week, we don't have a lot, except for the fact that we are trying to schedule the 5K special as we speak, and that the Grunge Bunch Chronicles Part 1 is almost close to completion, animation-wise. I just need to touch up one scene, and we need to complete 2 more. After that, Part 1 should be complete. Part 2 is a long ways away, so I don't know when that's gonna happen. Now that we took care of the news, let's get to Sab's story time. Guess who graduated college? That's great, Mr. Giggles. But no, I did. I got a bachelor's degree in 2D animation and honors, so I wanted to share the story of what happened. My aunt and my oldest cousin got a hotel for us to stay in to be closer to the ceremony. We had dinner, my other aunt and grandma came as well, then we had a second dinner. Both dinners were fun. We all caught up and talked. I even showed them a clip from the Grunge Bunch Chronicles, which most of my fam loved. After all of that, I unwinded in my hotel room with a Vanille stream, very underrated VTuber, highly recommend her work. Then I went down an internet rabbit hole, which led me to accidentally traumatizing myself before the ceremony. Talk about graduation jitters. The ceremony was what you'd expect. The cliche music, the family screaming their heads off as I walked on stage. After the ceremony, I went to the Cheesecake Factory. If it wasn't obvious from the Dave & Buster's story, I saved this place for special occasions. That was jumbled up and rushed, but there's a reason as to why. I wanted to highlight my family visiting because they mean a lot to me, but most of the story is about the after party. I almost went to Dave & Buster's again, but we went with a small party instead because I've already told a Dave & Buster's story. Actually, the real reason is due to it being pricey and not all of my friends can afford it. I invited Scuff, Eli, Notorious JKB, and Cassie to a pizza party with board games. The first game we played was actually a card game. Eli brought some naughty cards. Scuff, JKB, and Cassie played them as Eli and I got the pizzas. They couldn't play a full match because they were too distracted by the photos, so we played Hello Kitty Uno, which Cassie brought. It was super cute. Half of it was us going gaga over the art. And betrayals. Mostly betrayals. Eli brought Joking Hazard, signed by the creators. It was super funny. Highly recommend it. After that, Cassie had to leave for work, which was sad because Scuff forgot to tell her about the gift they sent. He gave me a graduation signature dog. Oh, and you know that meme that went SpongeBob, Patrick, Scuff also gave me one of those figures. I have SpongeBob and Gary now. Also, Eli got me a crystal. After Joking Hazard, I offered to play a wholesome game of Eels and Escalators. Literally everyone has played this game with me but Eli, which was very interesting since they never watched SpongeBob. We need to fix that. Badly, because as we all should know by now, SpongeBob quotes is a second language. I love this game, pretty accurate to the show, right down to the you lose eel. I also brought Connect for SpongeBob Edition, the 2009 version to be exact for those interested. This actually got pretty intense since JKB is super good at it. He beat all of us at least once. He told us about a trick. I forgot what it was because I was drawing. JKB, if you want to share in the comments, feel free to do so. This version of the game was fun because you can use SpongeBob's face as a blocker, as we used as time went by to add difficulty. The 3 of them signed the dog with signatures and funny drawings. Here's a turnaround of it filmed on my new Pixel phone. Also, check out Scuff's Sab drawing, isn't it super accurate? JKB was the next to go, so it was just me, Scuff, and Eli. We just continued drawing on the Domino's napkins. It ranged from cute art to middle school jokes. Here's all the safe for work art. Everything else was either thrown out or held by Eli. We were all tired from a wild night, but decided to wrap things up with a game of Sorry, not SpongeBob edition. This was also super intense. Our friendship was on the line. None of the sorries were genuine. I forgot who won. I think it was Eli. It's definitely not me. After that, all our social batteries were at 5%, so we went home. It's a shame too, because I would have offered Bahama Mamas. The party was super fun and casual, and I thank every single person who went. And you guys for listening. I don't have a focus moral, other than to work hard for what you want. I almost forgot the story was about college. Alright, the story has come to an end. Time for the Q&A. SpongeBob Master says, have you ever had butter on a pop cart? It's so freaking good. I'm assuming if I haven't, then you think I should. Waffel says, have you ever been forced to watch Nickelodeon? If so, what show was it you watched? I was never forced to watch Nickelodeon, not even as a kid. If anything, I watched Nickelodeon willingly. It was all I played as a kid. And whenever I turn on cable, I'm typically watching Nickelodeon. JP Plus Production says, what inspired to BegBeb? The BegBeb inspiration just came from a posty comic I sent to a few of my friends. I forgot the reason behind it. I think I was loosening up my artistic muscles a little bit, but I looked back at it and I thought this would make a pretty funny animation. So I did, and the rest is history. Tad Ladder 11 says, I remember the MS Paint opening, you should re-upload them! Hey Sab Nino, I have a question for you. What's your favorite SpongeBob theme song version? My favorite would have to be Avril Lavigne from SpongeBob Square Roots. What's yours? Oh come on, do I really have to pick favorites? The original's iconic. The CeeLo Green version had a lot of effort put into it. Who But What Pants has no reason to exist, but it's super funny that it does. I don't know, I don't have a favorite. I just like the SpongeBob theme song. Warframe Bob, the SpongeBob and Bubble Guppies fan says, this is for Sab. Did you watch Bubble Guppies or Choo Choo TV? I actually had to look up what Choo Choo TV was. No, I've never seen Choo Choo TV. That's way past my time. I have seen a few reruns of Bubble Guppies, like back in the day. I probably won't watch it on my own, but I do appreciate it. I'm sure a lot of kids will grow up fondly to it. Plus, I think the music slaps out of the few songs I've heard. Aesthetic RX Block says, boy sad. I don't know. I'm just sad. What's the matter with being sad? As a reminder, the weekly question is, what's your favorite video game? And for video submissions, here are the links. We haven't had one all season. If you have any other questions, please comment them below. And as always, it's all Sab from here.